I'm gonna probably have to put a point into Nana's health so she has more.
Hey! I can't stay! Oh, God.
Nana knows what space jizz means, and she's willing to take that fight.
Running away, eh?
I'm gonna get you, whippersnappers! My space axe!
I don't like them anyway. Light them up.
That's what I mean. Let's go seal some more. I healed 250, damn. Couldn't be your savior if I wanted to. Cause I know what it takes to be the next best thing. Are we supposed to be going down? I'd like...
This must lead to the miners' living quarters. I can't imagine having to live almost every waking moment underground. Don't leave any of that behind.
Nana, do not mess with these boys. Get him, Nana. Get him, Gladys! What the fuck was that? Nana's coming for you, Sonny. Sonny! Nana's coming for you! Well, I guess we gotta go deal with these fuckers before. That sounds kinky, Val. Just make sure you have consent before shoving meat in your mouth. Always have consent before shoving meat in your mouth.
Here you are. Find some damn cover. One down.
Nana is showing them whippersnappers what is up. She does not deal with tomfoolery. Fuck is that thing? Nana's a murder hopo, apparently. What's my flashlight button? Isn't there like a flashlight somewhere? My flashlight's different. Oh, there it is. Okay. How do I get there? Oh, I guess it's back this way. Okay. What the fuck is this doing?
Well, we clearly can't get through this way. Perhaps we should try making our way down using the tubes in the back of the area.
Why can't I get this stuff? Do I not have a good enough cutter? Is that what the problem is?
Show some hustle!
I bet there's a higher level someone.
Easy mark.
I can't see!
Need to heal, need to heal.
Take this!
I don't have any. Damn it. I need to level up so I can put more points of those. Nana's out here like hitting people in the face, and so she needs to heal. Or have a lot of health, I should say. Distilled water? God. Don't you be shooting at Nana. Aid. I mean, that's just your ass, Socrates. I'm going this way. I saw. Let me shot from. Don't you be messing with Nana. Nana's coming. Nana's coming for you. Nana and my space axe. Whee! Go! Come on, Space Nana. Space Granny! Space Gladys! Out here taking care of business. How dare you shoot at Space Nana? How dare you, son? I was alive before you were a glint in your daddy's balls. Where'd that asshole go? There's nothing I could do that would put me next to you. I'd be lying if I said I always kept my cool.
My word. I can't imagine how an engineer could make heads or tails of this chaotic collection of drilling machinery.
Who knows, Sarah?
Well, this explains why the miners ceased drilling. Someone must have missed this natural cavern on the geological survey. Shame.
Man, they hit this motherfucker deep. Giggity. Why can't I get that? Dumb. How long do I have to shoot this for? There you go. Jesus Christ. Sounds like I'm leveling up.
I suppose it was a bit like building a ship in a bottle.
Whee! First Socrates shows me his eggplant, and then he offers me to fuck his ass, and I don't know what's happening anymore.
Can't say I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. Did she look okay? Sounds like Adrian. Watch that woman lose a digit trying to get a better tissue sample.
What? You can reattach a finger, Percy.
So what exactly did she have you bring me? Terramorph attack, huh? Not exactly sure why you'd be bringing that... Wait, Tau Gourmet? Like Tau Ceti Tau Gourmet? That's a joke, right? There's no settlement old enough on Tau Ceti to have a Terramorph. Either someone's setting up the worst petting zoo in the universe, or if she made you come all the way for this. Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
I need to see these cells, giggity. He's on there.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt.
Just paid the whole thing off, huh? Hope it's obvious from my current circumstances that that's gonna be a gift, not a loan.
Oh, you whippersnapper. Oh, you whippersnapper.
All queued up. Let's gaze into this, shall we?
All right. Just get those cellular markers tagged.
Wait. Where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample.
God, I hate dating apps.
You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved. Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian. It was. An entire city wiped off the map. The swarms were so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tau Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
It would be the end of us as a species.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now? The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Anything useful in here? Kind of doesn't seem like it. I guess I got a couple of credits. Really use more healing.
That the UC was entertaining the notion of xeno-warfare angers me to the core.
Remember to Lego the ego, not prego the ego. I'm shooting blanks anyways, so we're okay. We're okay there, Fal. I'm shooting blanks. Yeah, you don't want to do that, Val. I don't know who does anyone. No one does Charizarding. There aren't enough pubes in this world to be doing Charizarding. I can't Tokyo Drift either, Socrates. I don't have the proper things to Tokyo Drift. No one has pubes in 2024. No one. And if you do, you're living in 1998 again, and I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you would do that. See, Pat? You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, Pat. We call that the Canadian wilderness. Jesus, Foul. That's the pterodactyl, Foul. You don't. The pterodactyl is very different. Oh, that's just mean, Pat. That's just mean. I don't know what that one is, Socrates. Socrates, are you just like a walking, talking urban dictionary? What am I supposed to do with this? I assume I need something like the cutter, just don't have it. I don't want to put chlorine up my nose. Chlorine is deadly. Mining all day long. Old King Clancy, when a man has sex with a woman, gives her a cream pie, then pours maple syrup on her vagina and eats her out, thus eating a mixture of cum and... Where the fuck do you get this shit, Socrates? And who the fuck is Old King Clancy? Was it? I don't think they said that on How I Met Your Mother. That show was on CBS. I don't think that detail is put in there. I mean, maybe. I watched all of How I Met Your Mother. I don't remember that episode. I'd be lying if I always said I kept my cool. Socrates, you got a lot of useless information in your head, huh? What's uncalled for? Pat, why are you doing that? Why, Pat? Why? This is the last time I ever gift anyone a sub to Zeke. Because they just get scared by that emote.
Stay away from the sixth circle unless you're a minor.
that really her? Hadrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hatchling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back. Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact.
Are lucky
So,
that Nana's
were you two
prepared.
able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. The Cabinet's the UC's highest governing body. The President, top military brass, scientific and diplomatic division heads. Any major decision the UC makes goes through them. They're the only real chance we've got of unlocking the archives. So without their blessing, we're flying blind. Well, when the Colony War came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that. Well, that's about the best news I've had all day. But before you commit, I want to make sure you know the whole story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding
Oh
out.
shit.
That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done. Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it. I mean, I hope they will, given the evidence we've acquired. But getting the Freestar Collective and House Varun on our side, that won't be easy.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board. All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Sidonia is an industrial
Okay. So back to New Atlantis. Back to New Atlantis, huh? Just makes me think of Stargate Atlantis. Let's see that shit to sell him.
Hey, welcome to the Sidonia. Cool. That's what we do here.
So I'm trying to figure out what these like. Also, what? How do I sell stuff? Q. Okay.
Oh, stay good out there.
Used to think I was Vanguard material.
Let's go. Woo. Man, I might eventually need a real like a gun instead of just axing everyone to death. But here we are. I like the legend that Dana just hits people with an axe because she's a cook and she likes to use sharp objects. I mean, every single Bethesda game is drawn out with Socrates. It's kind of how they make a game that would probably take like 10 hours, go 50 hours. And I'm not even doing the main story. I'm doing the side shit right now. Yeah. It's okay, like you're saying this one's boring. I'm having fun with it, but a lot of it is just because I'm doing it with you guys. You know what I mean?
Is it weird that I still get nervous around you? We're literally friends after all.
Is there like nothing I could make then? I assume it's funner when I'm sitting here bullshitting with you guys, because if I get like bored, I can just talk to you guys. Dude, I was talking to this woman on a fucking dating app this morning, and like I went to the message this morning and she had unmatched me. What is going on, man? Kind of weird. Fucking weird. Why is it? Jesus. Yeah, but it's like so weird that like how these people handle it. Dirty foul. Yep. It's fucking wild, man. I mean, it's like you just stop, like you talk in the middle of a conversation and you just stop talking and just like, why? Or like that one just like unmatched me. I'm like, why? Like, I thought we were having a decent
Look at this
talk.
world.
Like,
It's
what the fuck?
beautiful. Just beautiful.
Where the fuck did they put me? I mean, it's always been like that with us, with society, Socrates. It's do as I say, not as I do. Have sex with your breakfast file.
Captain!
Run, Grandma, run.
Over here. The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy.
They cloned you into a
They
woman?
called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked. He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective, and UC. Military,
Oh, no,
and
Pat.
civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned. I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or, if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time.
No, Socrates.
No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here. That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift. It's hard to know exactly what might sway them. I'd just be honest about what you saw. I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being Fleet Admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy. Perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life. Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise. Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue.
Let's go.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining me.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor. That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
It doesn't matter if it can be weaponized or not. The archives need to remain sealed for now. There's no reason to rush into a decision of this magnitude.
That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one. Very well, you have my agreement. The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention.
Fuck.
An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Damn it. They're here. Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanners somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to...
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Well then. Got some aliens to kill, huh?
You! The EM rifle, grab it!
That's it! Now hit him with every... thing you've got!
We're trying to help you! Your new target.
Thank you.